With songwriting, I tend not to really worry about keeping it just to myself. I do write the 18, for instance, and my single in the UK, You Need Me, I Don't Need You, they were 100% written by me, and there's a few other songs like Small Bump on the album as well, and there's a lot on the second album, but I think it's good to experiment because I've only got so much experience, and it's good to write with people, good people, that have had different experiences. I think trying to force a song is not good, because then you're going to just come out with a song that's just a bit bland and doesn't really mean anything to you. I kind of, if I can't write a song, I won't write a song. I'll just wait until a time where I'm inspired in that way. I think if your life's going really well, you're not really likely to write a song, because what's there to write about? So yeah, I'd say don't try and force it and just wait. Writing with Taylor was very different actually to any sort of writing I've done before. First off, I came to her with an idea and we finished the song, and then second time she came to me with pretty much almost a full song written and was just like, yeah, let's do this. And writing with another singer-songwriter who has had success can always be quite a difficult thing, because even though there can be no ego in personal life, when it comes to music, you're like, this is right, this is what I want to do. But then if you have someone else saying this is right, this is what I want to do, you kind of have this clash, but then you get the best out of it, because eventually someone's going to agree with the other person and then you get this song. So we disagreed a lot on the Everything Has Changed song, and you know, she got her way on one bit, I got my way on one bit, and it just made this great tune. It was good. I think my #1 piece of advice for people trying to get their music heard is songwriting and gigs are like a dirty tap in an old house. This is a weird analogy, but bear with me. When you stick on an old tap, it runs out muddy water for about a minute and then it starts flowing clean water. So songwriting and doing gigs is like that, because for songwriting, for instance, you'll switch on the tap, you'll start writing songs, and they will be the worst songs that you've ever written. They'll just be terrible. But once you've got them out, you're unclogging the system and you're getting it out, and once it starts flowing, you'll start writing good song after good song after good song, and once in a while, you'll write a bad song. And the important thing to remember is not to let that get you down, because you're still just unclogging the pipes, and soon you'll be like Dylan and it'll just be a full flow of great songs. And the same with gigs, like start off with the bad gigs and work up to a point where every single gig you do is the best gig of your life. And once in a while, like the other day, I had a gig where I accidentally kicked my loop pedal out and it pretty much ruined that song. And I hated myself afterwards, and I was like, well, it's good that happened because I won't be doing it again, kind of thing. So yeah, it's I think with a career, it's practice makes perfect, but don't be afraid to mess up. Having done stuff independently gives me a lot more control over what happens now. But I think when you come from that independent world and you sign to a major label, you have to relinquish a little bit of power, because you have to realise that you're not the one that knows about radio, and you're not the one that knows about press, and you're not the one that knows about TV. You know about music, and you know how to push it out there, and you know how to interact with your fans. So stick with what you're best at, and I let everyone else handle the press and radio and TV. I do manage my own social media. I don't really promote much music on it, much of my own music. I think if I have a new music video out, I'll tweet it, and if the album comes out, I'll tweet it. But other than that, it tends to just be random stuff, just keeping people updated, I guess. But yeah, I tend to promote other people's music more than mine, which I should probably rethink. Yeah. I think it's important for an artist to have a strong presence on the social media, just because you need your fan base to remind your fan base that you are human and you are, you know, just like them. You just happen to play music, and I think it helps you get closer to them and it helps them feel more of a bond. I think stars can often be in the distance and untouchable, and I think Twitter gives you the opportunity to basically be obtainable. Biggest challenge I'd have to face in my career is realising that you're not going to please everyone, and there is no key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone. So just keep doing your thing. I had quite a lot of difficulty starting off and getting a lot of criticism. I didn't really know how to react to it, and then you get to a point where you think, oh, well, I've sold 3 million albums worldwide, so that amount of people like me, and does it matter what anyone else says, you know?